India is spending the 42nd day under lockdown. There have been 195 coronavirus death cases reported over the last 24 hours. This is the highest jump until now, and 3,900 persons have been infected by the coronavirus in India. Now, in big updates connected to the lockdown, the government has decided to bring back Indians who are stranded abroad in phases from May the 7th. Now, this service will be given by naval ships and aircrafts, and the Indians who desire to come back home will be able to do so on payment basis. Now, Indian High Commissions and other institutions abroad are already preparing a list of distressed Indians who want to come back home, and based on this list, in a phased manner from May 7th, stranded Indians will be brought back to India. Now, one big question on everyone's minds is whether domestic helps can return to do their duties. Yes, simply put, yes, they can. The central government order is that now domestic helps and other people like them who provide, who are self-employed, can return to works. This includes electricians, plumbers, carpenters, cleaning staff, sanitation staff. They can all come back to their works. So their activity is not prohibited. This means that these people and others whose activities are permitted can have free movement in all areas except for containment zones between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So yes, there is no restriction, at least as far as the MHA order is concerned, on the resumption of duties of domestic helpers and others of their kind. However, there is this question about whether RWAs can interfere in this matter. Now, there is nowhere in the MHA order does it mention RWA in any capacity. So the RWA does not really have any legal sanction on prohibiting domestic helps from coming to work. However, we know RWAs have a say on the activities of a particular society. Like they have a say on whether visitors' vehicles can be parked inside the residential colony. They have a say on whether you can keep pets. They have a say on waste segregation, etc. So these are rules in various RWA colonies that are peculiar to themselves. So if your RWA decides that, keeping in mind the safety and comfort of all the residents, they do not want domestic helps to return immediately, then they may take a call on that. Now, the very first day of easing restrictions in Delhi, as the lockdown got extended a second time, was concerning in many places where social distancing norms were flouted, especially outside liquor outlets that were permitted to operate in this lockdown extension. Now, liquor shops are permitted to operate, but because of the kind of chaos that was witnessed in some parts on the first day, now the price of alcohol has been hiked by 70%. This is probably a measure to keep crowds away from liquor shops, with the hope that perhaps the hiked prices will keep away many people. So, Delhi Chief Minister also yesterday had said that citizens need to act responsibly if they want lockdown restrictions to be lifted gradually. And the onus on this, he said, will have to lie on shopkeepers to ensure that social distancing is maintained within and outside the premises of their shops. Now, Monday had been a great day for Kerala because its efforts to fight the coronavirus was finally showing results. For the second consecutive day on Monday, Kerala had reported no new case or infection. And at the same time, 61 people had recovered from the illness, taking the number of active cases in this state to 34. Earlier it was 95, and yesterday it was brought down to just 34 cases. So Kerala is one of the states that has shown a really successful fight against the novel coronavirus. Now, there's been a huge row over the fare of ticket prices for transporting migrant labourers from their places of work to their native places. The government has now clarified that it's not charging labourers any money, and in fact, the state is going to reimburse the price of the tickets for the migrant labourers. In fact, the centre and the states are sharing the fare for the train passage in a ratio of 85 to 15. So 85% of the cost will be borne by the central government and 15% has to be paid by the states. So the government has clarified that the money is not going to come out of the pockets of migrant laborers. However, there are still reports in some places where apparently laborers allege that they are being charged by the authorities. So these are the updates for day 42. Thanks for watching.